Elite guards know how to draw fouls. Learn how in today's video. Hey team, Coach Conley back with another video. I've used my 20 plus years of coaching experience to teach young players how to get to the next level. If you'd like to learn the same skills I teach all my players, subscribe to our channel so you can get the same videos every week, usually on Friday. Today we are breaking down how to create contact and draw fouls. A lot of my young players, especially at the high school level, struggle in creating contact and drawing fouls. Most of the time in today's game, kids and players are looking for highlights, so they manipulate the ball a lot and try to avoid contact. But there's certain times in games where you need to be able to get to the free throw line when you want. So we're going to look today at some of the players in the NBA and how they draw contact to create scoring opportunities. So here are the main skills you need to have to create contact and get to the free throw line. So one of the first concepts about drawing contact is learning to create angles and then going through the defender to create the foul. This is a great example by Curry, who creates the early angle, but then actually crosses over and then crosses back into the defender to create the opportunity to get fouled. Creating that contact is so important. And sometimes as young players or players in the NBA even, you go in a straight line and you're hoping to draw the foul, even though you're not getting the defender out of position to draw that contact. And I see this a lot in high school basketball. Curry on the break here has a defender running full speed to try to catch him. And instead, most young players will try to avoid that contact and hope to get an and one. But Curry here sells out, knowing that his defender is out of position, there's no way he's going to take a charge. He just runs into him, drawing the contact and the foul. Lowry is another player who loves to draw contact, and he's so good at manipulating defenders. In this clip, you can see how he gets the angle on his defender, and he splits not around the defender in the key, but through his shoulder, allowing him to get the contact. He emphasizes it and gets to the free throw line. Lowry is always looking to draw contact. He loves to put his body into people and throw it in there and throw up his arms and get contact. Another thing I like about Lowry is he's not trying to be too tough. A lot of young players are trying to be tough and they try to play through fouls and just expect the ref to blow whistles. Well, the reality of the game is it's a contact sport, so there's always going to be contact. And if you don't emphasize it, then you're probably not going to get that whistle to blow. Another way to draw a foul is making sure as soon as you feel the contact, you go into your shooting motion. If you're too late or too early, you might not get that foul. So you have to make sure as soon as you feel that contact, you go into your motion, usually through the defender and not fade away, to really initiate that contact and make the ref blow the whistle. Watch here as Lowry, going to the basket, feels the defender riding him the whole way, and he just goes up into a shooting motion. That ref is going to blow the whistle because he sees the initiated contact already. You emphasizing the shot and going a little bit out of control is what makes him blow the whistle. Lowry does the same thing here. When he gets the defender on his hip, he feels the defender riding him, and as soon as he feels that, he initiates the contact, goes into a shooting motion, and gets the foul. Now, Trae Young has been one of the best for a while now, and you can see how he's really good at manipulating those defenders. Trae is always ready to go into his shooting motion as soon as he feels that, and he uses it as leverage. It also helps him eventually keep the defender's hands off of him because they don't want to get those fouls. It allows him much more freedom of access to the rim or even to his jump shot when they can't put their body on him. Being a small guard, it's really helpful when those defenders can't give you that much physical contact. The third way to create contact is to jump into moving defenders. Most defenders are going to be moving one way or the other. You really don't want to move away from contact. So the best way is, as they're moving, getting into their body, cutting them off, or going straight through them to earn the foul. When defenders are sliding or moving, it's really easy to initiate early contact. The most important thing is to get your arms up into a shooting motion and make sure there's contact with your arms. If you're late or you don't initiate that contact, there could be an easy block for the defense and you won't get that contact for the foul. So make sure the contact is efficient and you continue to push through the defender to really get those arms involved in their arms and create that contact. Here we see Simons on the fast break, and you can see as he sees the defender sliding, he just runs straight into them and makes sure to create contact with his arms. In this next clip, Simons does the exact same thing, where he initiates contact with the defender with his arms up high, making him get contact in the arms and giving him an opportunity to get fouled. A lot of times young players will avoid that and try to get their arms in different places. In this particular situation, Kevin Durant would have blocked that shot if he didn't initiate the contact with the other defender. And here, Simons on the fast break takes an angle, and as the defender's sliding back to take a charge, he gets just enough of him and creates that body contact where he can get the shot up. The sooner as a player you can initiate the contact before the defender can get in position, get his hands up and actually block the shot, the better off you're gonna be at creating that foul. Now, early on, you're probably not gonna be able to get as many fouls unless you practice it. The last and probably one of the most key ways of doing it is you have to make sure that you're going all out and attacking the rim hard. If you slow down in any way, you're probably going to give the defense the advantage. So attacking hard when you have moving defenders trying to step in, especially big men in the middle, will allow you to be the aggressor, and usually the aggressor wins in most free throw opportunities or block charge calls. Simons on the fast break here, you can see, attacks that defender in the middle and he doesn't really slow down. He's really strong on his finish and he actually gets an and one. Speaking of attacking the basket hard, and here, he really attacks the rim hard, even going for the dunk over a big man. The harder you attack, the more likely you are to get fouled. It can be dangerous at times, but I guarantee if he goes up soft, that's an easy block for the defense. Knowing how to draw fouls is crucial because you're not always going to make all your open jumpers and you're not always going to get easy layups. So you have to find other ways, especially as elite scorers, you have to find other ways to manufacture points. Remember, this is a practice skill. It doesn't come naturally to everybody. So make sure in practice you're working on drawing fouls, and also even when you play one-on-one. These are great opportunities to work on jumping into people, creating contact and feeling it. And be clear that it's not going to happen every time. A lot of these players in the NBA don't get every single foul that they draw. The good ones end up drawing more fouls than not. So it's really important to be able to initiate contact and learn to get to the free throw line if you want to add even more points to your scoring. That's it for today's video. I hope you learned a lot about drawing fouls and I hope you can put it into your game so you can get even more easy scoring opportunities.